Hello, my name is Jack Tour with the Saline Legion of Mathematics Scholars, and today I have a video for you here about a program I made myself on my TI calculator, and it allows you to find any given term of an arithmetic sequence and the sum of any given sum of an arithmetic sequence. So before we begin, here's the example sequence I will be using. I'm going to show you guys how it works, and then I will teach you how to program it. So right here, this is an arithmetic sequence. It starts with 4, and the common difference is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 16, and so on and so on. It goes on forever. It's an arithmetic sequence. Well, there are a lot of problems out there on standardized tests and in math classes where it's going to ask you to find a given term of a sequence or the sum of a sequence. And I have a program here that I wrote that allows me to not have to keep the formulas in my head. I also have a program like this for geometric sequences and for infinite sequences, as you can see down here, but today we're just going to use the arithmetic one. Let's boot it up. What's the first term? 4. What's the common difference between each? It's 3. And what's the term number we're looking for? Well, as an example, let's try to find term number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just check that it's actually 16 and that this program is working. So term number 5, and then here, number of terms to sum. If I wanted to actually sum these 5, I can enter 5, or I could just put 0 if I didn't want it, but let's check that too. And you press enter. Term 5 is 16, so this program is working correctly. And then right there, the sum is 50. Is that true? Well, let's check. 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16 is 50. This program is working perfectly fine. So if you think that this program will be able to help you out, I'm going to teach you very quickly how to program it in your calculator. Alright, on the programming end of things, I'm going to be using this TI emulator on my computer. Here's the calculator, and here's my key press history. To create a new program, you're going to hit the program key, head on over to new, and you can hit 1 or enter. And now to name the program, I named it Arithmet because you can't type in all of arithmetic. It won't fit. And Arithmet reminds me most of what this program is. They're going to hit enter, and now you have the program named. Here's where the programming goes in. For every function we are going to be inputting into this program, you're going to be hitting the program key. This will pull up all the options we would want. So we're going to hit program, head on over to input output, and the first thing you're going to want to do is hit 3 display. And what this is going to do is display this text on your calculator. And the text we want to display, I might as well alpha lock because this is going to be text, is first term because we are prompting the user for the first term. You can put a question mark on at the end before the last quotation mark, but I don't feel the need to do that. Now is going to be another function under the program key, and that is input. Input is just going to simply show a question mark because it assumes that the display before it has asked them for the correct thing or whatever you're looking for. And now what we would like to input is f, which is what we are going to use to represent the first term. And now we're going to do this little process here again, and we are going to ask for the difference, so program, display, and then I'm going to input the text diff. You could put difference if you want, but diff makes sense to me. And then again, we are going to have them input another variable, and the variable we want here is d, which is the difference between the terms in an arithmetic sequence. So now we have the first term and the difference input into the calculator. And now the last thing we need to, or not the last thing we need to know, but another thing we need to know is term number, which term number they would like to find. So term. Alright, and now it has term number displayed on the screen, and the user is going to input the term number. The variable we are going to use to represent the term number is t. And now the last thing, the actual last thing you need to have them input is going to be the number of terms to sum, and this is going to be quite a long string of text, but I put num terms to sum. And then the variable we are going to use for their input is n. Alright, and now we have everything that we need. We have the first term, the difference, we have the term number, and the number of terms to sum. Now, what's next is we're going to have to do some math. Basically, we are going to put in the formulas. So to find the term, f, the first term, plus, in the brackets here, t minus 1, and then multiply that times the difference. And then this is the formula that's going to give the term. So what we're going to have to do is store it to a value. You don't hit equals. There's no equal. There is an equal sign, but you want to store it to a new value. And this value we're going to say is v, because it's the value of the term that they want, and the variable t is already being used. And now once we have that done, the only thing left to do is find the sum if the person has requested to find a sum. So n times the number of terms times the first term, f, plus v divided by 2, and then that's going to give the sum, so we're going to store to s. Just type exactly what you see here. And now we have the term value and the sum, so we just need to display them. And the way we're going to do that was with 4 strings of display text. We're going to say display term, because we want to be able to title what we're about to show, and then display v, because v is what we used for the value of the term. And now if we were to just stop the program right there, it would display the value of the term. That's all it would do, but we also want to display s, the value of the sum. So we're going to say, oh whoops, not quite yet. We'll head over to program, display, alpha lock, and then we're going to say sum. And then display s. And that's it. That's all this program needs to have within it, and now it will function exactly like the one I showed you in the beginning. You do not have to hit a save button or anything on a TI calculator when you are programming. You simply just hit second quit, and the program will be saved. It's right here. And to run it, all you do is, again, you just hit program, and now we're under execute. As you can see, you can edit the program or make a new program. We want to execute it, so you can hit 1 or enter once it's highlighted. And now the program will run. Let's try to run that sequence we were running earlier. 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. So the first term was 4. The difference between terms was 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. The term number we want, again, the example was the 5th term, which is 16. And then we want to sum all 5 terms, which should be 50. There we go. The 5th term is 16, and the sum of the first 5 terms is 50. There you go. You have successfully programmed the arithmetic program that I developed. Again, this is the Selene Legion of Mathematics Scholars. I hope this video was helpful. Head on over to our website or the rest of our YouTube channel to see other interesting math resources and videos. Thank you for watching.